Hello, 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 everybody. Let's get this timer looking accurate. And you know what? I feel like I'm gonna give you maximum game for our time today. Let's actually load up Plastic Duck Simulator and actually get us going. If I sound a bit tired, it's because I'm a bit tired. Wow. Great workout. Uh, let's just get settings going. That's a heck of a resolution you've picked. Game. It's like a borderless window, but I suppose that'll do. Sure. Let's go to the game. And by going to the game, I mean actually bring this up. And so yeah, how is everyone? I know today I'm feeling very low effort, low energy, so I'm very sorry. Okay, tab to switch to duck, empty music, E to switch to hotspot. Let's play. Okay, I know there are various packs of ducks you can buy, but I only have the base. And this is it. Plastic Possum Simulator. It's just a single possum floating in the pool, upside down. Now I did see you can give them names if you want, but I don't know. We're going to be here for, about an hour. I don't know if we should be growing attached to them. But yeah, welcome to just a singular duck floating in a pool. What would it take to fit myself upside down for the stream now? I mean, thinking about it, to have me flipped upside down for an hour, I would perhaps put the same goal. Goals. It's one of those goals that says spin the possum, and one is being flipped upside down, if not a spin interrupted. So 50 donuts. I'll take that in subs or bits. Or confine. Or, if you just want to buy 10 possum stickers, you get to flip me upside down, and there will be 10 possum stickers on their way to you. Oh, wait, hang on. No, this is important. Okay. Oh, but hello, we have Angus McDuck. Like, I'm wondering if does the tartan, like, is it waterproof? I mean, I suppose it must be, because it's definitely going through it now. Oh wait, no, the slide is over there. That is the return from the slide, but then just... We can't control this. I cannot move the duck, control the duck. I can only give it a name and... What's that ball? Is that just a ball, or is that a stone duck in there? Now, I do know that there are secrets to be discovered in this, and I know some people who are playing through it as a community and slowly losing their minds as they try to work out those secrets. We have that time down there. We are not going to be doing that. Contemplating the pool orb. You'll find the correct vernacular is that I am pondering the orb. In fact, can I not? No, okay. What are the controls again? Switch to hotspot. No. Okay. Our hotspot is up here. Yeah, this is the life. Okay, so... And this is lower down. So, one thing I noticed is the sea over there, the sea over there, the sea over there. And from what once I can see over there. Okay, okay. Good news is we've got our LGBT quack. I don't know. The rainbow duck. Duck says LGBTQ rights. Like, don't get me wrong, this would be a nice place to hang out. Like, this would be a nice place for a holiday, because look at what is around us. Absolutely nothing but nice skies, clear sea. I'm just a bit worried about how we got here. Since, you know, there's not a lot of here. Nice place for sunburns. Okay, okay, hold on. It's a duck. Wait for it. Whee! Yeah, I've not. Okay. Okay, and do you just get hoovered up here? Okay, we missed your trip down the slide, but we're just going to congregate down here. Yeah. The duck just did not want to be down there. There we go. Wait for it. Into the Futurama tube. Thump. And we have a new duck. We have a cactus duck. Well, it's not a cactus duck, it's red and cactus pattern. Okay. I feel you were maybe phoning this one in a little bit, duck. But you know what? We love you anyway. We love you all. I mean, I was just trying to think, like, the last holiday comparative to this, maybe for me, was maybe part of the Great Big Japan trip. Oh goodness, that's going to be 10 years this year. Ugh. But 1 week of it was spent in Okinawa, and it was in September, back half of September, but it was still proper warm, proper sunny. But surprisingly, off season for the area, so a lot of things like, you know, the pool at the place we stayed was closed, and I was just like, nah, that's a shame. Did go snorkeling though. It was very pretty, very, very pretty. Broke the zip on the diving suit, but that's more, you know, this absolute giant of a man out in. I say absolute giant of a man. I am 6 foot tall and I'm very broad, but. Yeah. I'd love to do Japan again, but do it on my time scale, my itinerary, if you like, as opposed to going around on somebody else's. Because obviously we were not there. We were there for a holiday, but we were also there to train. You know, we were in Okinawa specifically because that is the birthplace of Shotokan Karate, and we were training with a master. Oh, hold on. I don't think you've worked this out, have you? It's a golf ball. Okay. I love how I'm getting these achievements, but I can't actually see what they are. Oh wait, we can do it like that. Rocky Ducky, you're the one. This one is just chill to be down here. Welcome on in, Haley. Welcome on in. The ducks say hi. Yeah, I mean, okay, during the pandemic, I had fanciful ideas of, like, you know, when I get my stuff together, maybe I plan a holiday to Japan. And you have lots of fanciful ideas, but then, you know, I made the full decision to move out, which was absolutely the right choice to make, but it just meant planning holidays of a lifetime became a little bit harder as I was back on my own again. But if I were to do it all over again, I'd probably be spending more of my time on the mainland, and definitely traveling around the country more. Like, we only spent like a day trip in Kyoto, and I would want to spend more time there. I never went any more westward than Kyoto, and I would love to have done Osaka. Oh goodness, I would have loved just to have spent a couple of days in Osaka just for the food. Like, Hiroshima is one of those places I would have loved to have seen. Oh. It moved us across for some reason, but anyway, behold, yeah, one day you want to go to Japan too. You can do it on the cheap. And we have the spotted duck here. Can I not swap to you? Yeah. Okay, so hot travel tip. The most expensive thing you're going to be spending is obviously getting accommodation sorted, but that's going to be something you sort out ahead of time. And also flights. Again, I think that was more expensive for us because one, we were going to Okinawa as well, but also we were going straight direct from London to Japan. So that's going to factor into your prices. You could get it cheaper, but from what I understand, a lot of the holdovers are in Dubai, and that's not available for everyone. So you will probably want to go direct. Now, you could technically go to Japan whenever you want, but that would be relying on your family, and you want to do that on your own. I totally understand that. I totally understand that. The big thing is, I'm of the understanding you're in America, Haley. I am in the UK. A lot of people will turn around and tell you it is very expensive in Japan, and I will say this now. It's not as expensive as people are telling you. But there is a big caveat to that is you have to be willing to eat like the locals, drink like the locals. If you're going there wanting to eat Western food, it's going to be a bit more expensive. If you wanted to go there and drink alcohol, alcohol is actually very expensive over there. At least in the bars. I never actually checked out, like, alcohol in the convenies or alcohol in the vending machines. And yeah, they just have beer in vending machines just out on the street where anyone can get them. And that's just a normal thing over there. Oh yeah, you fully prepared of eating out of the convenience. And it's nice food. It's nice food. When you sit there thinking, okay, you're going to be getting the Japanese equivalent of a ham and cheese sandwich from the Tesco's meal deal, but no, it's actually really nice food. Yeah, convenience food is actually pretty good compared to gas stations here. But this is a thing I've noticed more and more as I've spoken with more and more people who have gone over there, and they've said the food there, like, just, well, if you're traveling, you go to the local convenience store, the 7-Eleven or the Lawson or whatever, the food there is good, but it is also comparable in price to what you're paying over here. And I've seen one set of people, actually Canadians, sit there and go, right, we've noticed this, and they actually did we went to the 7-Eleven in Japan, and we went to the 7-Eleven back home in Canada. We got near enough the same things. This is how much it cost. Japan came out ahead in price and in quality. And that's the thing, anytime I've spoken with anyone else, they're like, okay, food, if you're playing smart, is pretty accessible. Plus, in restaurants, if you're eating Japanese fare, brilliant. It's a good price. And I know it's not a thing over here in the UK, but you also have the factor in Japan of they do not do tipping culture over there. If you leave money on the table, they will give it back to you. Meaning what you see is what you are paying. For travel, the biggest thing I will say, and you'll hear everyone say this, is get yourself the JR rail pass. It's the bargain of the century. You pay an upfront fee back home and wherever. It's... What is it? Come on. JR Rail. JR Rail Pass price. Let's have a look. So 7, 14 or 21 days. So I'm looking at me. For me, it's... Is that right? So for an adult, it is 44,800 yen for 7 days. That works out about 245 quid. For 14 days, okay, so 14 days, 2-week vacation, that would cost me just shy of 400 quid. And you start to say, but that sounds like a lot, £400 for travel within the country. Comparable, here's the thing, that is an unlimited travel pass. That will get you on every overland train. When I say every train, I also include the Shinkansen in this, the bullet train. That, to get yourself a ride on that, you have made your money back. So I found it was just like this ultimate no mess, no fuss. we are back in the water. Yeah, Essie-chan has lived in Japan for a number of years and would have lots of tips and tricks. Even then, like there was one day I forgot one night I forgot my rail pass, and even then the train between Skullduk. The train between Shinjuku and Shibuya was like 1 or 2, comparatively like 2 quid. No fuss. So that's good. Other thoughts. The accommodation is what's going to be the majority of your cost in it. And again, it's on scales of what you want from it. Like, everyone's seeing stuff about capsule hotels, but if you think of them as hostels, they are a brilliant, cheap option that actually, if you just need a place to stay for the night before you move on, great, wonderful. That being said, I'm saying this as a visibly straight white male who is tall and broad. Like, you might feel like, for safety's sake, you want a better class of hotel, and I totally agree. See, such a low maintenance person would absolutely love a capsule hotel. Exactly. And there was some I were looking at in the in a prep, like a theoretical prep for a holiday. I was like, this would actually be really good. It doesn't feel like I'm just being locked in a little coffin. There's a lot more. It's not like a single bed. It's like a double bed, but you have room to spread out. Yeah, there's a reason they exist for traveling. Yeah, I've done hostels before, and I've not liked the hostels because I never felt like I got privacy. Okay, so I once did a trip to America, and first half of it I was spending some time in North Carolina with some friends, and the second part of it I was like in Washington DC for, checking out the museums and all of that stuff. I was stopping in a hostel there, and it was a mixed dorm, and in a quirk of fate, the people, some of the guests there were from Liverpool, from the UK, and they had studied in Leeds, and we were talking and whatnot. Anyway, at night, I'm like half asleep, trying to drift off. Mind's playing, going burr on me, and then suddenly one of them just starts screaming, just screaming out loud, and that just like I'm just like, wait, what's going on? What's happening? What's going on? And the friend said, no, it's okay. Turns out that's just something she was doing, nightmares, screaming, and I'm just like, oh, okay. So that sort of coloured my decisions on travelling by hostel again, but with capsule hotels, you're getting a lot more of a, from what I've seen, you're getting a lot more of a private experience in bed, but you're still in like communal areas. So, do your research. Actually, one of the ones that I was sort of thinking like, okay, for like, I spend a day in Tokyo before I start traveling. It's like there was one that's like a manga themed, and it's just like a library, but also beds in there, and I'm like, that actually sounds really quirky. I like that. So welcome to the Owl Waffles on Hour. Of course, I'm always struck with these like flights of fancy of like, I want to do things like for trip. What the? Hell? Wait, what are you? What are you? You don't even quack, you just bleep. It's an RGB, an RG burb. RGB duck. It's water cooled. Nanny. You want your next PC to be like this duck? You want your next PC to be like this duck? Why? Kusu. Kawaii duck. What else do we have? Panda duck. Panda duck. Getting all the cute ducks. Also, I don't know if you noticed. LGBT quack. How did we get here? Yeah, we'll just start talking about this island. It looks like a nice place to chill for a holiday, even if it's like sea on that side, sea on that side, sea on that side, possibly sea on that side. How did we get here? Where are we going? Yeah, we've got the stone duck down here. I don't think he quite gets what the deal is with this. Like, ducks float, right? Am I right in thinking that? That's sort of prerequisite for being a duck. But yeah, hey, I'm kind of grateful today. It's just like a short, you know, contractually obligated appearance. As I was very, very low energy coming into this, so that's maybe why I was thankful I had this on the back burner. I did test out Dark Souls. Dark Souls seems to be back to normal. I don't know why it just decided not to enjoy or not to like any controller I was plugging in, but I think Dark Souls is going to be returning as a ongoing endeavor. Mainly because I did a little bit of farming for a particular material to improve one of my weapons. Yeah, now the short sword is an enchanted, a magic short sword. So we're fully locking in this int build. Of course, that meant going through Black Town again, and I know I've got the Black Town shortcut, but it's still like, ugh. Okay, it really wants me to focus on this duck. Hold on, new duck here. It's a wooden duck. It's a wooden duck. Of course, the big fantasy, and I know that this is nothing that I can realistically ever make happen, and B, I'm sure not everyone would actually be like, hey, you know what? Well, we trust you, random person on the internet. I'd just love to do like a bunch of us VTubers just having a retreat in the woods or something, or like, you know, nice poolside, a couple of poolside villas or something, and just go away as friends. Like, have your own space so that when the social battery is depleted, you can just chill. But otherwise, like, you know, go somewhere, chill out in the pool, chill out on an evening, just hanging out. But I suppose that's kind of my big instinct, that what I just really want to do with all my friends who are scattered across the world is scoop them all up and put them in the same place. Go to meet some extended family, and nearby is a YouTuber friend and their fam. So you're going to go to their pool party in the same week. That sounds glorious. That sounds wonderful. Because I know there have... Oh, what is this? Sunrise. Okay. There have been plans that have always come on and gone away for doing things, and it's no fault of anyone that those plans keep changing. It's always one of those things where those plans keep changing to be away from me. Oh my... These cut little babies! They've got the little babies! Also, another duck dropped out. Okay, you're a wooden duck. Wait, hang on. Is that another stone duck? Or are you stone duck and are you just marble duck? Okay. The fact we have two ducks just chilling out at the bottom of the pond, like, nobody knows how to duck. Are you... You're going straight down. Yeah. No. Yeah. Slowing. Feeling the pull. The pull with the slide. Right, okay, I know airflow in that duct must be not exactly optimal, but at the same time, like, the water cooling must be fantastic. I know, I'm always the sort of person who gets lots and lots of fanciful ideas, but then always realizes that the one thing stopping those ideas from coming to fruition is me. It's like, that sounds like organizing and also paying for. So I'm gonna say this for the rest of this week. I think I'm gonna be taking off. So rest of this week and the weekend. Well, maybe not the weekend. I need to figure out what people's plans are for certain things, and then on Saturday I've got landlord coming round because wants to talk about renewing the lease and wants to check the place as well. So yeah, that's taking up my mental bandwidth. Lucky 8 duck. What secrets do you hold? What do you know? Okay, but I would seriously hang around in the pool that has one of those Futurama tubes to scoop you back up. Like, you just float over and you should soup.
numerosità sull'arco alpino, dove non si escludono locali più maschi.
Right. Okay, the last actual holiday I did. I mean, I'm not saying I. The last time I had a holiday, by which I mean I was not in this house and it was not dog sitting, was for just like a trip to the coast for a couple of days. And that was nice. That was just nice just to chill. It was up at Whitby, and I know it was raining a lot, but in the way that I'm like, oh, thank goodness, this rain is really taking the edge off, you know, the back end of summer. So that's good. It's actually rather thundery at times. And I know there are some people who don't quite like thunder, but I love it. Actually, is there any new ducks up here? I spy any new ones? Oh no, wait, yeah, we just got the magic 8 duck. Why duck? Just so many ducks. Ah. So just double checking something from family. Someone just got yeeted back up the tube. Oh no, the baby ducks are no longer in a row. They've lost their mama. My ducks are no longer in a row. That seems like a metaphor for something. Okay, what are you? You're a leopard print duck. I'd love it if it just roared. Wait, do leopards roar? Or do we just, like, make them sound like every other big cat? Wait. So we're on a flight path. You see what I mean? Like, nothing over there, nothing over there, nothing over there. Can't quite see anything over there. Wait. Can we? Is there nothing there? There's a single mass of land. Are we in like a world situation? Like, this is it. This is all we've got. And we're wasting it with rubber duckies. Kevin Costner comes over the horizon like, the hell is this?
Grazio dopo grazio rovina il tuo bucato, come rovina la lavatrice.
You, the pool, God throwing rubber ducks at you. Please. God saves his strongest battles for his silliest warriors. I am not equipped to deal with this. Please stop. Oh wait, those prices I was looking at were completely wrong for the thing. Okay. 2 weeks is about 290 quid. That's better. I was looking at the first class ones, and that's like... Oh. So yeah, I've already just saved you 100 quid there. He says, getting it wrong about 100 quid anyway. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Oh... I know. I love seeing some of the people speculating the 2 new classes coming in Final Fantasy XIV. Though I must admit, I did have a bit of fun when I saw someone suggest, ooh, maybe we'll get Geomancer for Final Fantasy 14 for the magic DPS classing that they're adding. And I'm just like, listen, I've played Final Fantasy 5. Geomancy ain't magic. I already. You get that hippie shit out of here. Evidence will be Geomancer because game treats Geomancer closer to Astrologian from what we know. Yeah, from I think they have an Astrologian quest which is Geomancer. Oh, just a red duck. Yeah, the Astrologians have a quest with a Geomancer, and it's like, oh wow, it looks like we're almost like 2 halves of the whole. Like we are complementary in some way. Not to say they couldn't be like, well, that's they've referred to Geomancy in the White Mage class quest too. Okay, so it's a little more embedded in that it's a healer adjacent class. Okay. I mean, here's the thing, like, you know, we're going to a new part of the world. It could be, hey, we have a different style of geomancy. But part of me feels like, I don't know. Yeah, they haven't expanded on it, but it has been mentioned. I don't know. It's one of those things where you sit down and you think, okay, but what mage styles haven't they done? Yeah, Geomancy should be a magical DPS. That's fair. I was mainly goofing on people, but it should be interesting to see what they come up with, because I feel like a lot of the stock stand, the archetypical Final Fantasy mages have been somewhat represented. Now, the melee DPS, we all understand, is going to be some sort of swashbuckler, some sort of corsair, pirate, something. Missing green in time, that we can think of offhand, neither. So, green I always felt like it was weird because the only experience I've had with green is Tactics Advanced 2 or A2, and I felt like Green Mage just stole the bits from White Mage and Black. It stole all the status stuff and status buff and debuff from Black and White Mages and gave it to the Green Mage, and it just felt like very meh. Yeah. Geomancer, but a different style of Geomancer. I like the idea from what they've seen so far in that world. It could just be that there's something new entirely as well. Like they are also able just to do stuff. But yeah, Time Mage. I've only played Time Mage from what it is now, so I couldn't say how it fares in. So I've only played Astrologian now, so I couldn't say how it used to fare in the Time Maginess. You know, you've got regen, you've got very. You've self-created ground puzzles like Dutton makes to affect their own skills. Okay. Like Black Mage ley lines, they make their own sort of stuff like that. Interesting. See, okay. Personal idea for Final Fantasy 14 does a Geomancer, and you'd have, like, you know, stock standard spells that they would do for damage, you know, like, I don't know, some sort of earthen themed basic rotation. But what I'd like to see is something akin to the Gaia being something akin to the Astrolosians card system, where it would be a damage plus a random effect. Yeah. If you could force the Geomancy effects. Okay, so how about this? Random Gaia spell. Gaia, it does damage plus an effect. So it could be buff, debuff, whatever. Your first sort of class mechanic that comes up is that you are able to predict the next Gaia. And what you could then do is have some way to burn a Gaia to sort of not trigger that or cycle that to another Gaia effect. That's just me. I don't make games. I don't understand all the classes in Final Fantasy 14 just yet, or at least I've not played them, but I really want to have that idea of the Gaia being a random effect that pops in. Hank. There. Mouse. Keyboard. Send help. However, I've said this plenty of times, but I'll say this again. If we're going, Okay, I cannot make the cursor go away for some reason. Switch off the cinematic camera. Well, I guess we're doing it like this. If we're going to have some sort of piratey themed character in Final Fantasy XIV, we absolutely need to add Faris. Like, come on. We've already got Cryo. We need Faris and their gender goals.
Non domani a tutto il nord della penisola. La temperatura di conseguenza rimane sui valori attuali. Grazie, arrivederci.
Wait till I get to Endwalker proper. Oh, right. There's a very gender character. Oh. Are they this also canonically non-binary? Ah, very interesting. I do like a lot of the characters I have seen so far. I know I've only just like finished the big boss at the end of like Release Shadowbringers, but that had some of my favourite character work so far. Like the Exarch, we now know who that is. Albert. They are just some of my favourites. Just for they're the kind of people you want to spend that time in the chill moments with. In the slow moments. Z is the hint you'll give. Okay. I mean, I will allow you that. Not in that I think you are giving too much away. I think you were perhaps being too cautious around me, if you know what I mean. There's okay. I know people don't do this out of maliciousness. I always find people dancing around spoilers when they're talking to you about something very weird. I'm just like, I personally am a lot less sensitive to spoilers. Like, if you tell me, oh, somebody exists in this game, I'm like, great, that's fine, I'm okay with that. But part of me realizes now, like, people sort of tell you, oh, but we just don't want to ruin it for you. I'm like, I assure you, unless you're giving me like a Darth Vader style, I am your father sort of thing, that's what I'd consider the level of a spoiler. Just telling me someone exists, it isn't that big a deal. The problem is, I've played Final Fantasy games, so some of the potential names should be familiar to me. But here's the thing. Even then, that doesn't tell me what the context of all that is. And okay. to prove my point, in Shadowbringers, you have an opportunity to guess the identity of a character very early on. And I took that option. That didn't ruin anything for me. I still felt very intrigued by the character, very connected to their story, and knowing or having an idea of who that person is didn't remove the emotional payoff. And it was kind of funny seeing them respond to your sort of guess there. I don't know. It could. I understand that people are like, yeah, it's sort of to them ruining the experience as you saw it, but I'm never going to have the same experience because I'm playing the game at a different time, but also having a different grounding in the series as a whole. So like you're saying, like, yeah, I've played Final Fantasy games. Some of the names are, you know, familiar to me. Yeah, I've cleared 5.3, I realised. That was the patch that Square Enix forced Crystal Tower to be required for the story. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing as well, is one thing is I have been doing all the raids so far with the exception of the Bahamut ones, because I need to get... I think I need to just run through there as whatever high level character. But Crystal Tower I was always going to be doing because it's Final Fantasy 3. Or it's a love letter to that. But I can also see now I know what I know. I can see why that was essential, and yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I'll need help. Some of the coils aren't soloable still. I mean, I'll push on because I've had one or two where I've had to call in people to help. But I'll need to finish off what I need to finish off for the second coil, and then it'll be the last coil. And stairs at T9. That being said, I like that the raids from that point onwards are all now, you know, done by the duty finder. I know that there's a part that they don't want to revisit the binding coils to redo that to be compatible with pickup groups, but at the same time I'm like, there's a part of me that really wants to see that, and it's a shame I didn't get to see it in its element, in its intended sequence, because I feel like Alice's story just... She shows up, she disappears, and doesn't come back until after Heavensward. Yeah, it's technically Savage level. It's just... This was before they had the idea of doing Savage levels. and it's very much a product of MMO design from over 10 years ago, where raids are not there for everyone. They're for the elite of the elite, you know? And I'm glad Final Fantasy moved away from that idea. There's stuff that is there for the elite of the elite, but a lot of the story stuff is just there for you to take part in. Also, welcome in, Eve. We're having a ducking good time. What else we got? We got. I don't know what's here. Can anyone else see that? Can anyone else see that? Oh, great. We've got a gamer duck. Yeah, you don't see anything. Exactly. Yeah, welcome to the plastic ducks. Ooh. Gamer duck for the RGB computer duck. Whereas this duck is just ascendant. Actually, you know, I'd like a... Again, please, nobody worry when I say this. I'd love a light up ducky like that for the bath. And I know that would have to be its own waterproof, self-contained thing. There's a duck with an inference pattern in the hot tub. Don't know if it's 10 miles away or 10 feet. You don't know what direction it's moving in. Okay. So, also, important thing to say. We are coming up to the final 2 minutes of Donut Farm, of CRITTERVERSARY. And this is how best to put this. This has been a year of B2B. A year of this possible. I just want to say thank you all so much, because I don't know if a year ago today I could have put on a game about rubber duckies floating in a pool and people would be showing up to talk about it. Like, I've met so many wonderful people over this last year, and we've done so many wonderful things, and I owe it all to this little dude. No, thank you all so much. It's how best to put it. This time last year, after my debut, I was feeling a lot of things. Well, okay, well that's 5 gift subs. Thank you, Noom. Yeah, I was feeling a lot of things. I was feeling, for example, COVID. However, Noom there has just decided to spoil at the moment. She's like, oh, last 2 minutes, you say? Have another 25. Okay, so, Neve, you have your choice. I'll bring up the goals. That was 5 gift subs going to Gruesome Pazo, Sarane, Yuki Shikabura, The Elder Vampire, and Livid Art, and Hugo HCPA91. I think I just activated an agent there. Thank you for giving out all of those gift subs. That puts you at 30 donuts. Oh, what was the next reward? Oh no. So, while you decide how you're going to spend those 30 donuts, whether you make me say something, or you get me eating beans, or you just have an hour for the next... I will explain the next reward in a moment. But you get your choice of beans, message, or ara-aras. But I now need to dive deep into the Twitch backend. Because... So... Where is it? Community. No. Viewer rewards. There we go. How many messages? One message. I can say it or I can tweet it. Oh, okay. You're going to have me tweet it once you know it. Okay. DM me whatever it is when you're ready. So, let's put that 30 days. So, I'm going to say this now. This might not be fired today,
del tempo sull'Italia per domani, ma
but it's going to be live for 30 days.
generalmente poco nuvoloso salvo locali aumenti della nuvolosità sull'arco alpino, dove non si escludono locali piovaschi.
The community challenge has been added, so I don't know if you need to update things on the stream or whatnot. Hang on. Do I need to start it or just a sec? Just a sec. Oh, I need to start it. Communal hyperpats. So, this is subject to Twitch's rules on communal goals for channel points. Unfortunately, I cannot make the limits for contribution any higher. Trust me, I would do it. Yeah. Neve's just like, where is that duck going? If you've never seen, if you don't know what Neve is talking about, look up like camouflage for battleships, because it's a different idea to camouflage for like other for troops and whatnot. It's basically, it's about masking the shape and the size and the direction of it. So yeah, you can only contribute 2,000 points per stream. So it's going to take a bit of time for you all to do that. But once you've all contributed enough enough points, the hyperpat will go off. The fact that it's only 2,000 is out of my hands. I see everyone is like, we are contributing the maximum allowable to this. Yeah, dazzle camouflage. Like, everyone who's just gone, yeah, you know what? We're doing this. Anyway, we're now at 24. Also, Neve. Well, Elenia, I'm being sincerely honest with you. If I could allow you all to just dump all your points into it, I would. But sadly, this is how Twitch does it. For a creature who loves channel points, you sure hate us having them. Well, here's the thing. It's one of those things where I love the idea of you all being... I love the idea of you being able to affect the stream. Sometimes I struggle with what I want to have happen with them. So... it's one of those sort of real... trying to find a biting point between what can I do with all this and what works. So you may notice we don't do the whole let's throw 100 things at the streamer, because in case you haven't noticed, I'm a PNG. You're not going to be able to launch me up into the air. You're not going to be sending me off screen. That's just by limitation of how and what we do. I will let you throw a glass of wine at me with... Hold on. What are you dropping here? What are you? It's a light up mouse. It doesn't quack, it just clicks. You know, there, the message is on Discord. Are you wanting me to say it, or are you wanting me to tweet it? Tweet it. Okay. Also, because you've got 5 points left over. Okay. Nah. I feel like okay, that has been tweeted. And so you can all say it. Okay, sorry, Neve Tan. Sama, no, not Sama. There's your tweet. Tweet sent out under duress. But okay. What has been? Who is that? Hang on, just a sec. I just need to check something with Discord. Because you know it's like message hidden from likely spammer for someone coming into the Discord. Yeah. Burgers in the pool. Yeah, I'm gonna preemptively. Yeah. Yeah, I said in the pool. I mean, it's only one snowball short. Yeah. Anyway, that's that. Anyway, what were we gabbing about? I don't know. I don't understand. I was getting very emotional, being like, oh, well, you know, welcome in, Safi. Welcome on in. This is the last few hours, but thanks for dropping in. We're chilling with ducks. We have Game of Mouse ducks. We've got actually kind of sort of scruffy ducks. We've got tartan ducks. Actually, what the? Are you just? Oh, oh! I see. A cunning ruse. Flower duck. What are you? Duck you! Oh, fine. It's that character from Charlie Brown as a duck. What, this panda?
Un brevissimo
Panda
flash
duck.
meteorologico iniziando dalle temperature di oggi, le temperature minime di questa notte, le minime notturne.
But yeah, you may have noticed we have launched communal hyperpacks because do the ducks age? They're plastic. So they probably age on a geological timetable. Though I know what you mean because we've got baby ducks over there. So like, are they just baby ducks forever? But yellow duck became adult duck. What's the half-life in duck plastic? Yeah, what is the decay rate on plastic ducks? Are we just gonna find plastic ducks in the geological record? Yeah, but that duck was a grubby duck that showed up. Like, this is the adult duck. This is a duck that showed up, disguised as the adult duck, and is now revealed to be a duck. Yeah, where was I? Right, this time last year I was feeling... Well, I was down with COVID, but one of the things is that COVID has you feeling, kind of cut off from everyone. Because, like, oh, hey, I have to not be around people. And just being able to chill with you all made that so much better than it. I didn't feel disconnected. But yeah, this time round I'm feeling a lot better, a lot happier, a lot healthier, and yeah, that I feel a lot. This has been an amazing year, and I can't wait to do it all over again. Because I have met some wonderful people here who absolutely, yeah, it was an amazing. Right. A lot of the times people are like, this has been a real bastard of a year, and I'm just like, Neve, I include you in all of this. There was also the anniversary of you leaving your dead end job to pursue software engineering. Oh wow, that is a heck of a change of lifestyle. But I'm so happy that you're happy and that you're doing something you want to do. 1 year down, 3 to go. I mean, you do it 1 year at a time. But then if you're trying to say that this last year hasn't been amazing. I mean, again, Elenia, I'm including you in all of this. Like, so many friends just, yeah, coming in. Possible product of it. And, I mean, here's the thing, Neve. You are wonderful and awesome, and however that came about and however that eventually gets resolved, that doesn't mean you're any less of a part of our lives. Like, we all like having you here in whatever capacity that is. You embrace the weird. I mean, you did just spend, like, 2 weeks with Kara. You'll be embracing a lot of weird, and they'd be embracing the weird as well. Oh, okay, ducks, why are you freaking out? Okay, there was just a bit of slowdown on the ducks there. I'm not biased, shut up. You are biased. And recognizing that is how you start to address that. What are you? Okay. We'll just have a magma duck. I love that it's just gently steaming in the water. Bit of slowdown on the ducks. It's called being placid. I didn't realise placid was intense on the old graphics card. Where's Scrooge McDuck? Hold on. That one do ya? Wait. Hold on. Why are you getting into the pool? You're not even a duck. You're a flamingo. Which, as far as I'm aware, a flamingo is like... It's like just a concentration of shrimp. We're just consolidating all that shrimp into this one easy-to-manage bird. To eat a duck. Oh yeah, this duck lives here now. The magma duck can set flammable ducks on fire. I mean, everything's flammable if you try hard enough. Yeah, we live here now. Incidentally, I don't know if some of you have saw yesterday's crap shot, but I just absolutely love the line, "Can I help you?" No? Need a knife duck to fight the flamingo. Is fire flammable? Fire is what is happening when something is flammable. Ever's just gonna stop talking about me. Yeah, Ever's like, I have nothing to do with any of this. What we need though is we need a little dragon duck. Okay, you know what? Everything changed when the fire duck attacks. Oh, it's a little yellow submarine. Is it little propeller go? No? Oh, it does! Dive! 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 Just stop down there now. We all quack in the yellow submarine duck. A yellow submarine duck. You know what? We're not gonna say that again. I feel like I just got. Oh, thank you for the shout out for Safi there. Safi's just nice, wonderful, chill vibes. Like, you want to just chill with someone, like some good study streams, which is like, let's just all do something together. Like, just like, you know when you just want to do something, but you want to be with people. It's got that sort of vibe to it. I like that. Can't wait until this term is over. It's like, yeah, I like studying, but you know what I like doing more? Not studying. Yeah, I think a lot of people are ready for a break. And I suppose that's why we have these summer holidays.
January 10th, 1992, a container ship traveling from Hong Kong to Tacoma, Washington, loses 12 containers overboard. One of them...
Been going for a year straight, basically need a break. Yeah, you definitely be kind to yourself.
So months later, they start washing up on the coast of Alaska, turning this toy spell into an accidental experiment. So from the Ducky study, you get real-time data about the currents in the North Pacific. The accidental duck experiment is still providing information today. Almost indestructible.
I like how it's also just faintly glowing in the night. There's a reason you went on vacation. That is... I mean, there are several reasons why you went on vacation, Neve. The rest is one of them. See, Elenia gets it. Okay. Once again, I know we had this once before, but very biased, absolutely biased. But yeah, we're nearing the. We're on the 2 minutes now. Last 2 minutes. Thank you all so much. Whoa, this has been wonderful. This has been. I have enjoyed all of this, scuff and all. We have new games for the regular rotation, as we'll be continuing on our Dark Souls adventures. And, you know, some wonderful people have been in stream, taking part in our various collabs. So, thank you, Haley. Thank you, Neve. Thank you to Pix, Cutie, to Jassy, to Potion, to Teiyu, to everyone dropping in, to Lily. Yeah. In a minute and a half, I'll just turn the stream off for a minute and then start back up again and play Dark Souls. The hard part has been I have been doing. I kind of want to go back to Dark Souls, but I know I need to give myself a break first. But I have done 1 or 2 little bits of farming just to get items to make the journey a little better. Because... okay, well, I've just got the shards I need and made myself a magic sword. So I'm like, aha, the sorcerer is only getting stronger. But yeah, thank you all so much. Because I couldn't do all this without you. This is all your fault. Yeah, all of you. The communal head packs will be continuing on until a head pack is triggered. And that's time, everybody. That is time. What are you? Okay, you're a tiger duck. I have not seen this one. Oh, I love that. Just hugging the fish. Hug the koi. Oh. So I will probably be back next week. Maybe a gorilla stream on Saturday, depending on, you know, how things go on Saturday. Towards yourself. See, that's the powerful. That's the powerful thing, is when you can do your own emotes. You know, there's me just like, I'm having to give money to friends to do this, and you're just like, I have the power. Maybe a gorilla stream on Saturday, depending on if I'm in the mood for it, depending on how things go. But certainly we'll be back next week. Final Fantasy will be returning. You have the power, but it's slow and out of practice. I mean, it's certainly better than what I can do. I'll say that now. Final Fantasy X will be returning next week. Dark Souls, I think, is going to be probably going into rotation, and I do need to get set up for a stream I've been wanting to do for a while. Now that the game I want to do it with is out. My Friendly Neighborhood is out, which means I'm going to give us another go at bringing back the Possum House. The Handler will be returning. And if you... Okay, I don't blame you if you didn't see the last Possum House stream, because that was just scuffatastic and we didn't actually get to do the game we wanted to do. Which now I've learned what the problem was. I will probably also be trying that again, and that's Choo Choo Charles. So we're going to have a bit of a double bill of childhood properties turned horrific. No, seriously, we're going to have a good time with that. And what are the plans for the rest of the year? Or for the next year? I don't quite rightly know. Because if you ask me what I was going to be doing last year, I wouldn't be saying, like, you know, I certainly wouldn't be saying I would be sat here watching ducks float in a pond, but, well, there you go. But I have ideas of stuff I would like to do, both solo and with collabs. But it's a real problem because it's all dependent on one person, and that's me. And I don't know, have you met me? Have you ever sat down and thought, yeah, this is a person we can trust with organising things? Okay, thanks for the lurk, Ari. I'm trying to think, right, let's have a look-see. Let's see, Hoopst is online. Hoopst is streaming. Okay, you know what? There's someone else who is online and doing a bit of a fundraiser for a friend. So Nero Sean is online, who is a wonderful birth VTuber, and not like that. I mean, like, you know, Bear Man. But they're raising money for a fellow bear friend's hospital bills. So we're going to throw the lasers of support over to Nero Sean as soon as the adverts stop, and we're gonna. Do I like vines? Like, Grass vines? I don't know. Oh, okay. The plaid duck is on fire. The plaid duck is on fire.
You are going into the future.
No, the dead platform or vine. I never got into vines. I never got into them. And, like, isn't that just TikTok now? Like, it's the same thing. However, I digress. I'm going to fire the cannons of raid support over to Nero Shaw. As always, scream with the fury of 1,000 possums, using whatever emotes you have. And I will see you all, if not this weekend, then next week. Until then, have a wonderful afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are. Do something kind for yourself. I'll see you all later. Please, I'm begging you. Bye-bye.